Hi, I'm Rizka. I'm not someone who usually likes being in front of a camera, and honestly, I rarely document what I do. But this time, I wanted to try something different because I believe this journey deserves to be told. I want to share how I learn English slowly, in ways that may not look impressive but have meant so much to me. So, welcome and happy watching! I never really noticed when English became part of my routine. It started with songs I like, sentences I copied, and journal page I wrote late at night. The first time I was introduced to English was in second grade. The lessons were very basic, memorizing names of fruits, animals, food, and jobs. By the time I was in fourth grade, English had disappeared from our school curriculum. So at that time, I didn't feel connected to the language. It wasn't until junior high that things started to shift. I started to enjoy English. I had friends who shared the same interests, and that made it even more fun. It wasn't super active yet, but I think that's where the spark began. In high school, I started becoming more active. I joined the English club, became an MC at a school farewell event using English, and even joined a few competitions. At first, I was nervous, but the more I practiced, the more confident I became. That was the first time I felt maybe I really can use English in front of people. All those small experiences slowly led me to a big decision, choosing to study English education in university. It wasn't something that happened overnight, it was built from those little steps. I've never taken an English course. I've always learned in my own way, through YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and apps like Duolingo, Cake, and Elsa.
Determined to bring your English to your next level. It's going to be different this time. But is it though? Truth is, it's going to stay the same if you keep doing.
I also enjoy reading, sometimes novels, but more often articles on Medium. I read slowly and sometimes aloud. It may sound strange, but it helps me understand better. Spend years trying to be someone else. And for what? To please them? To fit in? To feel worthy? Let me tell you this, no one else. For grammar, I use a few practice books. I haven't finished all of them yet, but I mark important sections with yellow sticky notes. It feels like a little journey. Every page I understand brings me closer to fluency. I don't watch a lot of movies, but I do have a unique habit. I rewatch Barbie movies. I started with subtitles, but now I can watch them without, and it actually helps. Music is also a big part of my learning. I often listen to Lana Del Rey songs while drawing, sewing, or doing my night routine.
Better than I know myself, it's been a while now since I saw you.
And most nights, I journaling. Sometimes I write in English, sometimes fully, sometimes mixed, but it really helps me think and express myself in the language. When I watch movies or English learning videos on social media, I write down new vocabulary or phrases that I find interesting. It could be an expressions, a sentence structure, or just one new word, but noting it down helps me notice the language more actively and remember it better. One thing I'm really grateful for is the people around me, my friends in college. They helped me a lot in learning English. Studying in the English education program has given me a supportive environment. And I've learned so much just by being around people who share the same goals. But still, we don't speak English all the time. In our daily conversation, we often switch back to our native language. So even in English environment, practicing speaking consistently remains a challenge. That's why I tried to find another solution. I started practicing with ChatGPT. I ask it to correct my sentences or sometimes just have a conversation in English. It's like having a speaking partner who's always available, patient, and honest. Some breakfast.
Great start. Just a small correction. You said 5 a.m., but since it's in the morning, it should be 5 a.m. with a small a. Also, make some breakfast.
This process made me realize something. Output matters. Writing helps me organize thoughts. Speaking even with AI helps me build confidence. And in SLA theory, that's exactly what we learn. The more meaningful output we produce, the more friendly we become. Looking back, most of my learning has come through comprehensible input. From movies, songs, social media videos, and articles that I could understand. This directly reflects Krashen's input hypothesis, where language is acquired through meaningful exposure, not just memorization. According to Krashen's, we learn best when we get language input that we can mostly understand, but it also challenges us just a little bit. He calls this I+1. When I watch movies or listen to songs, I hear real, natural language used in context. Even if I don't catch every single word, I still get the overall meaning, and that helps me learn new words and grammar gradually. Because it's fun and relaxed, I don't feel pressure or stressed, which matches Krashen's idea about how emotions can affect learning. This way, I'm naturally acquiring the language, not just memorizing rules. For the motivation, I have both intrinsic. I want to understand books, journals, and knowledge in English. For extrinsic, I want to graduate well, succeed, and one day share knowledge with others. This journey is not over, and maybe it never will be. But I'm grateful because learning English has opened many doors for me, not just in language, but in how I see the world. Sometimes I get tired, sometimes I lose motivation, but I remind myself this is the path I choose, and I want to keep walking it wholeheartedly. Thank you for watching my story. I hope it inspires you, or at least keeps you company on your own journey. Keep going, you are not alone. Goodbye.